Hey friends, it's Laura with Laura's Handmade Haven. Welcome or welcome back. I'm so glad you joined me today. I have a very quick and easy summer project for you to keep cool while you're in the heat. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to swing on down to the craft table and figure out exactly what we need, head to the sewing machine, sew it up, and then we'll learn how to cool off. If you happen to see my product review for the Fabric Cut titanium coated blades, then you will know that I was cutting strips, and this is the project that I was cutting them for. We are going to make some neck coolers today. Now, I know that you can purchase these on Amazon and other places, but this is just a quick, easy way to customize your neck cooler for your next family gathering or your day by the pool. The first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna cut 4.5-inch strips, and then you're gonna cut off the selvage. So for adults, I would say try to get between 42 and 44 inches long. For kiddos, you can cut this down to about 36 or even 34 inches, and that'll be plenty to go around their necks. All right, I just want to check these and make sure I do have all the selvages cut because I felt like there was one of them that was pretty close, but I think we're okay. I am not making all of these today in the video. I'm going to be making one, but I wanted to show you exactly what you need and how to do it. So like I said, you need a 4.5-inch strip and then cut off that selvage. The next thing you're going to do is go over to your sewing machine. You're going to go right sides together the entire length of this width of fabric cut, and you're going to do one seam across the end and all the way down the one side. Now, if you want a quick and easy way to turn these out, you're going to grab yourself a turn it all tool and you'll use the largest one in this set of 3. Then other thing you're going to need is some water beads. I got these on Amazon. I'll leave you a link in the description box down below. The other thing you're going to want is an 1/8 or 1/4 teaspoon measuring spoon. And so I'm just going to use my little nip pinch dash. Now, just because someone typically asks me, I'll let you know, I am using a Juki DX7. I love my Juki. It came with this really nice extension table. Now, I did put this washi tape on here just for a seam guide tape. And make sure you check out that video on my channel because it'll tell you exactly how to measure that out and get it on your own. I'm going to put a little bit more of a seam allowance in here just because we are going to add those water beads and you're going to soak it in water and it's going to plump up when those water beads plump up. And so it could get tight in some of these areas, so I just want to make sure I have a good seam allowance and nothing gets busted. Now, the other thing that you may want to do is decrease your stitch length because those water beads, when they're not full of water, are really small and you don't want them sliding out of the seam of your neck cooler. My default setting on my Juki is a 2.4. I did bump that down to 2.0, so just decrease it just a little bit. And then we're just going to sew the entire length, right sides together. Now on this end, just because I want it to be a little easier when I sew it shut, I'm just going to flip those raw edges back. I'm not going to sew against this end, but I am going to turn those under so I can, so they'll be turned in when I go to turn my tube out. That'll make sense in a minute. All right, the last thing I'm going to do before I turn this out is just take my scissors and clip these 2 corners at the first end where I was stitching. Now that I have the tube entirely stitched on the one side and end, I'm going to use my turn it all tool and turn it out. If you have not used or seen the turn it all tool before, oh my goodness, be prepared to be amazed here. It is so awesome. So I'm using the biggest one. I'm just going to slip it in the open end of the tube. And I'm going to let it fall to the other end of my tube. Or you can push it down just like I just did. Then you're going to use the largest of the dowel rods because that's the one designed for this tube. And you're just going to start pushing while you're holding that PVC in the inside part of your fabric tube. And then just work all of this fabric down. And then you'll grab and just pull the entire thing out. That was the simplest way I have ever seen to turn out a fabric tube. It works so quickly and easy. Now, my dowel rod is still inside and I'm just going to use it to push out those 2 corners at the other end where it's sewn shut. And then we'll work the dowel rod out of the fabric tube as well. Now I'm going to take this over to the ironing table and I'll give it a good press and then we'll fill it with our beads and do some stitching lines and have a neck cooler. Now that I have my fabric tube pressed, I'm just going to fold it in half and finger press there a little bit, right there in the middle. I'm going to grab a pencil and just mark the middle point. And we're gonna make 5 lines. They're gonna be 4 inches out from the center. This is gonna be our center mark. So we have 2 more to go on each side. So we're just gonna use our ruler and measure 4 inches over from this middle point and make a line, draw a line. And then we're gonna use another 4 inches over from that line and make another line. Now pay attention to which end of your fabric tube that you sewed shut and which end is open. You're gonna start by stitching your lines on the opposite end. So this end of my tube is open. The first line that I am going to stitch is all the way at the other end. So like that 5th line that I drew. Here's the center 1, 2. So I'm gonna stitch this one first. Make sure you back stitch on all of these. It's not even a bad idea to go over it a couple times if you feel like you need to. But again, decrease that stitch length and that should probably be good enough. All right, so we're gonna very carefully open these water beads and get our 1/8 of a teaspoon scoop. And these get so much bigger, so just know that. And we're gonna drop them down into the tube. They will go all the way down. You can kind of open the tube a little bit and make them fall a little better than otherwise. And you should be able to feel them down there by this seam. If you can't, then make sure that you're just like taking your fingers a couple times and rubbing down that tube just to make sure they all go down there. I'll move that off my sewing machine just in case. And now we're going to stitch the next line. Again, do a back stitch. And now we're going to fill the next pocket the exact same way. We're just going to get 1/8 of a teaspoon of our water beads. It's between 1/8 and 1/4. Pour those into our fabric tube and they will stop at the next stitched line that we just finished doing. Again, just kind of work your tube so it's open so those beads can fall. And you should be able to feel them because of gravity down here by that last stitch line. And now we're going to stitch the center and we're going to do the same thing 2 more times. The last thing I'm going to do before I go soak this is I'm just going to go ahead and stitch across this other end. And then I'm going to clip the threads and then we'll go soak our neck cooler. Our neck cooler has soaked in just some cool water for about an hour. And you can see how all those little water beads have puffed up inside those little pockets that we made. And this is going to be great just to put on your neck at that next hot event, and it's going to keep you cool. Now these, depending on the temperature, will last around, an hour to 3 hours, depending on the temperature. But you soak these the night or day before in water, let them plump up, and then you're gonna just put them in a bowl. I like to put mine in a bowl in the refrigerator and keep them really cold. Don't put them in the freezer, but you can put them in the refrigerator. And then if you're going to an event, throw those in a cooler with some ice packs and then just rotate them out as you need throughout the day. These are great for you and the kiddos. So if you're gonna make these for the kids, I would just shorten the tube to about 34 to 36 inches. But for adults, go ahead and leave that at 40 to 44 inches. And again, you just have your 4 pockets, 1/8 of a teaspoon of the water beads in each pocket, soak it for an hour, refrigerate it until you're ready to use it, and those water beads will stay puffed up like this for about a week or more. It just depends, and as soon as you feel like they're decreasing in size, just soak them again and you're good to go again. You can use these over and over and over. I wouldn't put them in the washing machine just because, but you could definitely hand wash, soak them in the sink, things like that. These are going with my husband and his buddies to the drag racing this next weekend, and hopefully they will keep them cool. Until next time, find joy in all you do. Carve out some time for crafting and creating, and remember, it's always better when you make stuff up.